Hello and welcome to the third episode of The Music Ladder. I'm your host Kieran Brennan, and as usual I've got some fantastic acts for you to have a look at. What I want you to do is go to these artists' page, subscribe to them, share their music and basically just show them some support. First up I have a Dublin band called Radiomen. These are a young group. They're all in their late teens I should say. They're all hitting 18, 19, 20 years of age. Real indie influence. You can see when you listen to them there's a lot of the likes of the Stereophonics, Oasis, the Beatles in their influences, and it does show in their music. Got some really good songs. They're writing original music, definitely worth a listen. Doing a lot of gigs around Dublin at the moment and really pushing their talent out there. So I'd like to go and have a look at their site. You can catch them on Facebook, MySpace, Musicians Together and YouTube. So there's Ian Brennan on vocals and lead guitar, there's Sam Morrissey on guitar, there's Rob Kavanagh on bass, and then there's Kyle Frown on drums. And the song that you're going to listen to now is called Talking to the World, so hope you enjoy.
I don't know where we went wrong, or how you can be so strong at a time like this, at a time like this. And I don't know what took so long, or where this behavior came from, 'cause it's not like you, no, it's not like you. So you walk out the door while my hands were tied at my back. Yeah, you're the only one who can keep me on track. So keep on talking, 'cause nobody seems to be listening. Just keep on speaking like you are talking to the world.
Okay, next up we have another Irish artist. Surprise, surprise, me being from Dublin, yeah, I tend to spot a lot of Irish artists. So this one is a guy called Garreh Davis. He's a friend of mine, made on YouTube and obviously continued on through Musicians Together. The song that I'm going to feature is called You Could Only Win the War. You'll find with Garrett he's a very, very unique artist. He's got a real good style. I suppose if I was to try and compare him to somebody, it would be along the lines of Tom York, but obviously Tom York is so obscure and kind of abstract that it's hard to say that he's like Tom York, but he has that kind of uniqueness to his voice and to his guitar writing, and he's absolutely prolific when it comes to writing songs. So if you go onto his channels, you'll see he has absolutely tons and tons of songs, and they're all really, really good. And he's done really well for himself. His YouTube channel is getting loads of hits, and he's been recently featured on Michael Buckley's Book Factor, which is he's a very well-known YouTuber, and he's gotten lots of hits and subscribers due to that, and he definitely deserves it. I do hope to do a live show with him sometime in the future as well, so you might see him on the Music Ladder again. So this is Garrett's song You Could Only Win the War. Make sure you check out some of his other stuff as well.
It's lonely on the wings tonight, flying on this bird, where you could be the only one. Some words you've never heard. I'm crippled from the cold tonight, but of one thing I'm sure, that you should be the chosen one. Stranger things have occurred.
finally, we have one more artist. His name is Rick Jones. He's 34. He's from the UK. He's based in the States. I think he's based in Jersey at the moment. How do I describe him? He's absolutely brilliant. I just get that out there and say it straight away because he is. He really is a good talent. You know, he's got a really good style. He's a percussive acoustic guitarist, and he plays kind of rock and blues, and the sound is it's nothing like I've ever heard before. You know, I mean, I suppose if you were to compare him guitar playing wise, you know, modern day, you'd say like Don Ross or Antoine Dufour, maybe Andy McKee, but obviously those guys, you know, they're guitarists only. The good thing about Rick is that he also sings, and he also writes great lyrics. On his website, I think he actually states, he says that he's a guitarist, songwriter and a singer, firmly in that order. So that tells you where his priority lies. He's obviously he's a cool musician, and he's really into his guitar. But he's definitely worth, you know, checking out his stuff. He's got some absolutely fabulous songs. One of my favourites is probably Eden, and there's another one on his Musicians Together channel which is called B Swing, and it's outstanding as well. But the song that I'm going to feature is called Serve Somebody, and it's a really cool bluesy type song, and I really think you'll enjoy it. So here it is. Alright, that's it. So that's my 3 artists for August. This is the 3rd episode, and I really would like some feedback from yourselves on how you think the show is going. Any suggestions you might have. I'm also trying to make it a little bit more interactive as well. So I want you to get involved and give me your honest, your comments and opinions on what you might want to see in the show, or who you might want to see in the show, more importantly. I really do like when people recommend artists to me. And I'll take all recommendations on board. Obviously, there's a lot of people that do want to be featured as well. So it's a case of, I'm trying to balance, who I can fit in, because obviously I don't want to do too many artists on every show. So I'm trying to keep it to 2 or 3 per show. But I really do like when people recommend artists for me to feature. So I'd appreciate that. Now make sure as well that you go onto the featured artist pages and leave them a comment, let them know that you saw the show, maybe watch a couple of their videos or subscribe, and just basically share their talent around. That's the whole point, obviously, of this show, is just to kind of pass everyone's music around and just make it a little bit more accessible to people who otherwise wouldn't come across it. So thanks very much for watching. I'll see you all next month, and I hope you enjoyed the show.